Hello, it's me. Hey guys, you see me when you're following FYP, YT, wada wada, because it's more house Saga. I know we are supposed to do Njuzu story time, but unfortunately we'll be unable to do Njuzu story time because Panama Fix and Dongo Cheka, so Njuzu will be there tomorrow, okay? But I'm going to think about Tanyaka just because Njuzu is at ready. If you still remember, Nagambeta story, I'm scanner we kumbotorwa Vit, Nashiga Daddy, right? Anna Dante Mota Gigi. If you still remember that story, there is a lady who clocked that big daddy and said, listen, the info that you have given Panaba is making me realize I know this man. I asked the person Agatara and she said, yes, that's the person. And that lady said, well, I also have a Small House Saga episode involving that same man. He was also a big Mike in my story. So yeah, let's get it. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Tanata Marimira. Like videos because views and likes are not matching. I know they're not supposed to go hand in hand, but they're supposed to be, some action, right? So they're going to meet and do Mujitachi action. Let's get it. And I actually come bearing gifts, or rather not me, but my friend Tanisha here comes bearing gifts. So it's the two of us, Nasimu story time. Tanisha girl, say hi to the people. Hey, yeah, so Tanisha is gonna be featuring in this video. Make sure you pay attention to her, and if you like what she hears, hit me up, okay? Hit me up. Now let's get it. So we are gonna need to do a little thing called trusting the process with Tanisha, okay? But trust me, you're gonna love her, okay? Anyway, we are going to call her Chipo, right? So Chipo says, Big Mike Victor with that story and akasangana now. Now let me tell you how she met this guy. Okay, before I tell you how she met this guy, her backstory is I never wanted to be that girl or like when I'm in university, I'm dating Warume Wasiripa University, and stuff like that. So it just so happened that I was so unlucky with these men. They were just not for me. They were not really giving me the attention that I really needed. So eventually I was like, you know what, Kafet, let me just be single. And then Kanapazo I say I know we are then good for me, but I'm not gonna be chasing love. So now there was a time and she was on her way to school and over Mshika on Chitapa campus. So Mshika meme it happened with Agabita $20 and she had not told the guy Mshika Kutindeta say dine $20. And this guy Lovaso Mutangira muno ningirina munokwira panapa musina ma change munozoti kanganisa now ndakutangenda kwidza mara because I don't have the change and obviously you can't give me the $20 why muchizvita they will be really fussy, which makes sense. So kunetsana kwandakaita naye it was like it ended up getting out of hand, you know what I mean. And then eventually there's a guy akachena akatobva pamota yake angatori pazimota like ma cruiser aya akatobva pa cruiser pake and then over to paduzova sorry what's really going on. So anzi vandatotanga to explain that so ndoch requitika so and then the guy vat kana ndimi o blast and then the guy vat imboni mari papanzi $1 and then over bodisa $2 over to these your $2 chi ningirikina ichi and I am very sorry for the inconvenience. And the guy was like thank you blast makaiba. So anzi big mic of also sara chini phones actually for you like urupedza chikoro nguva because wangato zvinotone chikoro ndatosvika pa campus zvikanzi iwewe chikoro urupedza nguva and then ndobva ndatotaura ndikati andopedza time chichichi. And then he said okay cool, give me your number and then ungondimirira exact spot inoi, right? I will come pick you up and then we can talk. So ndandatoona kuti muna mari dzake munakatinakire and what and I was like okay cool, no worries. So hanzi time dzedzo dzandatotaura ndopedza chikoro ndichitongobuda so gate but I told Big Mike is already waiting for me. He's like, hey ma'am, you're right, I'll wait, and stuff like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, and then Big Mike starts talking to me, so how are you doing, chichichi. And then eventually the story just moved to are you single, and then I was like, yeah, I'm single, chichi, I'm very very single. He's like, okay cool, so I'd like to be your boyfriend. And in anyone not are you single? I was just like, well, he looks damn good, so he definitely has a wife, panene glory or not know. Yeah, I see glory butter boy itori glory kumba kunechi kuna madam saka anzi ndatona ndo type glory ngeti pana Big Mike. So hanzi paipa yamanje ndiri busy paipa na Big Mike ndobva tonditi obva tonondisiya pade ndobva nditi ndozokubata. And then time yavanga vakundisiya like zvizvoti ndabuda mota ndakuvhara gate door, sorry ndobva vanditi sorry ndova vhura window rere ndobva ndakati what's up, and then he said, by the way, you're too pretty to be having my issues nevane mushikashika, you deserve a car. And then I thought, thank you, chichichichi. And then ndobva vaenda, and then we start talking and talking and talking. We're going on dates, and then one day his wife called him, and then he's like, Shaka, I can't lie to you, I'm sure you can already tell Kutichi, I actually do have a wife. And then she was like, yeah, I could tell Kuti you have a wife, but I'm just here for you. And he was like, you see, that's the spirit and order. When is your birthday? Apparently my birthday was in 2 months time, but I told about okay, cool, so let me just answer the score. And answer then he came back, and then chat to the dinner table, and then he was like, hey, you know what, do you need some money? I can give you 500. We're in the shopping tomorrow, like shall wait and you stay in your lane, and I love that about you. Always 7 us now, but any relationship, that type of thing. And then over to 500 buyer, and then the bottom it told my dad can be called, and it over no siwa komba. So say birthday rake, Big Mike was the first one to tell her happy birthday at midnight, like exactly midnight. Don't tell me Agamitachi happy birthday. Don't mind what it looks like right now, because I know you see what I'll be doing. It's a bit rough, so it's not donor, so I'm going to secure, but I'll show you the style. Okay, so let's see, bye bye. Muswe birthday donkey was the first to say happy birthday, and then Ndovanti Midira Cool Campus Ndovandita, sorry today I can't come pick you up, it's your special day, but I'll see you kuchko hands vanda tipo. Tell me haru kutoshika kozangata zote and nema lectures time zakati. Tell me haru shika pa campus udaisar kona Big Mike, he's standing there, he's got a cute little white car, cute little white feet, kavanga inako. So, backstory. If you guys had not watched the other story time, and that girl akabatwa na Big Mike kuti she's cheating, and then Big Mike took the car. That was the car. Big Mike gave it to the next girlfriend after uyuwegupiwa mota. So she was like, thank you so much. And he was like, yeah, we don't use it regular. So I was just like, why not just give it to you, and stuff like that. You deserve nice things. And I was like, oh, thank you so much, Big Mike. And then the relationship with Betu Tango Fire. So now what happened was, Big Mike Big Mike Bye. There is a lady that has a message of Anditi, can you please leave my husband alone? To your husband, and I told Big Mike, could you tell your wife I'm not her husband, and stuff like that. And Big Mike was like, I'm really sorry, mukadzi wangu knows no boundaries, what. So and stuff like that. So ndobva patombopira nguva na Big Mike tokudanana, and then papa zongosvikangwa kuti Big Mike was no longer picking up macalls angu, he's no longer doing things he used to do for me. And I was like, ish, askwane my girlfriend or maybe mukadzi wava an alternative. You know how some wives will give you an alternative kuti stuff like that. So she was just like, and then she tried to get hold of him quite a lot of times, but and then she was just like, you know what, like I do the friend yangu. She told a friend of hers, my sugar daddy is not cheap, picking up calls about lifestyle varikufanda. So now I don't know what to do. So mind you, more times in because their parents are strict. So what she would do with that car, right, she would leave it kumba friend yake. That friend I got na maiva ake bari too, and angari a bit older than her. The friend answer she was like 24. So mama gave a friend to fungoti mota yake, and stuff like that. So anzi friend ndo yandakavanda modzi ngasha Big Daddy avasikudaira, so I just went to knee. And the friend was like, ngatimbo fambe, and then vatafamba vandapiwa mshonga ndakapiwa ndakanzichi unomupa muso unosangana naye umisire mumvura yekunwa, specifically muchi mumvura yekunwa. Okay, cool. Ndatora mshonga wayo vandatibo. Now ndobva Big Mike was on the Saga, hey baby, how are you? I miss you. Chichi hands for that to tango taranani na Big Mike as if nothing happened before. Okay, cool. So Big Mike ndobva vasongoti we need to go kunosangana kuhotel kwakati patenda unosangana na Big Mike hotel, but time yatiri kupinda mohotel miyeme na Big Mike, time tiri kupinda muhotel muyeme naBig Mike vataona pane vakadzi vanga vakamira paentrance yemuhotel muyeme, and then Big Mike obva ita zvezvekuti varosunga bhutsi obva ndichifamba famba bva ndati muroti chiko vananzi famba famba, and then hanzi ndatorama ndichitofamba pepe, and then vakadzi obva vatoti Big Mike ndobva vatotanga kutaura navo. So yakushati ndodii manje because chi iye haasi kuziva manje kuti tachifanira enda kuroom ipi and stuff like that. Now angostika manje ari pareception ndobva atongoti zvonizvo rega nditongomira. So Big Mike pepa aya ndobva vatongomitira kodiact handichakwanisa kupinda and stuff like that. Ndobva vatongomisira message kuti room chakati, ndobva wamisira zita, ndobva vatongoudza munhu wepareception kuti room chakati chakati, and then the guy was like okay cool, pindai zvenyu chi muroom. Ndobva aenda muroom yemi, and then obva amirira Big Mike for like 20 minutes and Big Mike didn't come. So Big Mike ndobva akazomudza akati sha masisters echi emukadzi wangu they were asking me kuti ndikuitei pahotel chichibva ndatongaudza kuti tinoti tine conference nditongendowo chi kuside because nanda kunoti kune chikafu here, and they said they're going chi somewhere else for lunch because chikafu chiripo chi zvinhu zvanga vachida zvipo pamenu, limited menu, how hotel menus are like. So ndobva vatongoti ngatingende ichi kwatiri kuenda, so I'm sorry ichi handichakwanise kuuya. Hanzi bva ndati chi okay cool. Saka hanzi bva ndatorara muhotel muyeme because it was overnight. Vandatorara muhotel muyeme ndichitora mapicture slang and stuff like that. And then makuseni ndakuita check out, there was a lady anga ari pareception, and then she was like kaiwo uchiroda nemurume wangu. Hanzi bva ndamuti sorry ndimani, ndine mukadzi waBig Mike. Hanzi bva ndati so chii, zvikanzi ndiri kuona kapa pane booking, murume wangu ari kupi because chi akasika kubuda mumba auya kuno here. Zvikanzi no murume ndapesera mona chi, sorry guys, murume enyu ndapesera mona nezuro. Zvikanzi wapesera mona nezuro, zvikanzi saka hanzi that lady ndobva ati plus iwe waitaurisa kaiwo panrini pafone. So hanzi that lady obva anditi zvonizvo ende kumota, anamti kumota, zvikanzi ende kumota, zvikanzi vataenda kumota keke, zvikanzi iwewe siyana nemurume wangu chichi, zvikanzi murume wenyu sorry zvenyu handisita sei handisiyana naye. As a matter of fact I'm pregnant for your husband. Zvikanzi zvikanzi I'm pregnant for your husband. Zvikanzi how much to stay away from my husband? Zvikanzi I don't want to stay away from your husband. Ndikutomudo murume samotongoshingira kuti paitike barika because your husband also wants me zvekutodaro. Saka hanzi ndo time mukadzi iyoyo abva afonera Big Mike, hey uri kunzwa nhumburisa watonzi uri kutoda munhu. Zvikanzi iwe zvauritaura chi handisi kuzviziva, ndiana kuudza. Zvikanzi nditone girlfriend yako panapa uya pahotel pamaifanira kurara. And Big Mike was like baby sorry. Zvikanzi if you are really sorry uya panapa ite sei utaure nyaya yako. Big Mike pepe hanzi ubva wasvika pahotel but unoudza mukadzi wangu kuti une nhumbu usati waudza inini pataipi that type of thing. And the husband now hanzi Big Mike at this point he's pissed. Vari pissed udaro ndobva wamuti how could you do that chichi I used to think you're a very loyal side chick anongoita zvaanenge atifanira kuita neni, izvi zvekuenda kumukadzi wangu akuita sei chichi you know how it goes. So hanzi vandatoanza Big Mike ndikatoti sorry zvenyu but mukadzi wenyu ndiyaita sei ndiandiprovoka. Saka hanzi the wife obva andirova ndiri kukuroera kundijaira kwese kwawaiita chichi, and then Big Mike ndiyakazomubata. Saka hanzi ndobva ndati regai ndibude mota ndikusiye ichi since muri vanhu vanodanana, regai ndikusiye muite yamunoita sei yamunoita muri minga. So Big Mike obva atoti enda that type of thing. So hanzi after a while ndobva ndatongoenda bye bye. Big Mike was on the track. I'm really sorry I had to put on this show. Apa message I had to put on this show because mukadzi anonetsa, I want to be with you baby, what I hope unomudza nyaya yemota and stuff like that. Zvanzi no ndandisinombotara chi nyaya yemota. Zvikanzi thank you I love you, unongoziyoga thank you I love you chichi mbebho yobva atoti hapo. Saka ina Big Mike chi tichiripo. So hanzi mumwe musi taifanira kuenda out naBig Mike, pane kwataifanira kuenda like just for a little vacation, right? Tikunge kwataifanira kuenda pandataudza Big Mike ndikatoti wangu chitrufanira kuzoenda kusini kwedu uku chichichi. Big Mike obva ati I'm sorry I will be unable to go because kulezi wako panapa vari kutoita sei vari kutoruma mustard because of what you did. Saka hanzi vandata iripo ndobva ndati but since kunhu kwatoda kuenda takatobhadhara for your vacation rega ndiende nefriend yangu. Hanzi anoenda nefriend yangu ndakatoendawo nekamunhu kandaidhisanawo nako. Ndoka ndakabva ndatodza ndikatoti ashachi have a vacation chichi on me ngatiendei. Hanzi pandaita ndikamufesikeka Big Mike obva azona mapictures. So inini hanzi manje ndakangana kutokangana kwetoti like akazviitisa. Hanzi ndakatokangana ita sei kubloka Big Mike from my statuses. Ndobva aona and unoziva mamwe kune mapictures anooneka kuti zvinhu zvatorwa chi nemunhu weopposite gender, that type of thing. Saka hanzi ina nomboziva kuti Big Mike is on the way. Saka Big Mike Pepe ndobva vazongosvika apa handibooking engeri reservation was under his name ndobva vatotaura kuti booking for ningi ndodaenda kuroom ikoko chichisvikanzi nevanhu pareception mukwanise because kutone vanhu 2 and it was for 2 guests, so unless muri kuti mumwe munhu ariko ari kuenda zvikanzi ari kutobvako chichichi saka hanzi inemfeso yamusi wayo takati nhasati usita maactivities toswera tiri laid up in the room, you know what I mean, vacation type shit. Saka hanzi Big Mike Pepe ndopauri kunoka Pepe ini ndikutofunga kuti housekeeping or something pandanovhura ndanditoneka robe, you know that type of thing. Big Mike obva wandipusha kutochengeta maboyfriends ako pamari yangu, you are such a hoe, you know that type of thing, how could you do that, munonetsa muri kuchengetwa chichichichichi apa hanzi mukamfesi kana andinako kaitozivo kuti kakasiri kamunhu kangu, if you get what I mean. Saka hanzi angangori ndakutaura kuti kaiitisana nako exactly, so it was exactly that. Saka kamfesi kaiitisana nako keke pakatongoramba kakatarisa katoshaura kuti chichirita sei chichiri kuitika ebata katoshaura kuti chichiri kuitika, and then ndobva kamfesi keke katongotiza obva kaenda. Saka hanzi Big Mike obva atongoti ndipo makizi emota yangu like vhitsi yaya vandatorwa vhitsi zvikanzi you know what, I don't know if it's a thing but munhu wese wandikupa vhitsi iyoyo ndo zviri kuitika. Saka hanzi vandauti zvanzi vhitsi iyoyo ndakatoipa mumwe munhu chichichichichi ndakatoitora because of the same thing that you just did. Saka hanzi ndakarohwa naBig Mike obva ati I don't want to see you in my life ever again chichichi. Saka hanzi ndangoti hachi kungotsamwamo munhu achaita sei munhu achaita bo, but Big Mike hanzi muneyo kutongoti like when he says something he means it. Ndobva atongondibloka achitongobva Pepe vandatongosiwa ndakadaro. Luckily room yangu yakabhadharwa udhara maibata yangu yakabhadharwa udhara. Saka hanzi ndobva ndatongoti okay, a loss is a loss. Vandatongoendawo kuma ndakadaro kutrya kuricha out to him, he's not picking up, he's not doing anything. Ndobva watongondiningirikina ndobva watongondisiya ndakadaro. So zvakazoitika ndezvekuti ndane about 3 weeks ndisingatauri naBig Mike vandazongoita mumwe musi wekuti ndangoti you know what, let me try to test kuti chiri kuitika. Ndobva akabva atesta and then she ended up realizing kuti she's pregnant, and not only was she pregnant, she actually also ended up realizing paakanozonoenda kuclinic kuti achiziva kuti ine maweeks mangani, inopa unongotesta unongoziva kuti you're pregnant but maweeks and what not hauzozivi, right? So ndopa akazonoenda and then that's when she was told kuti she's HIV positive. Then she tried to tell Big Mike kuti baby chi ndo zviri kuitika, I'm HIV positive and I'm pregnant at the same time. Zvikanzi funza chi kaboyfriend kawadanana nako anti munenge muchidananeri netwantu munoita muchiteya munoita muchifunga kuti chi makapenga, so ask your little boyfriend kuti what's really going on and stuff like that. And this girl is now taking my filter, but it's okay. Show them Tanisha, show them full frontal, so munongovhurira pamunoda mebata munongovhurira pamunoda. R900 chete. It's a human blend, okay? Human hair blend, human synthetic blend. It's not a full virgin human hair or full human hair, you get what I mean? This is a blend. 900 yako maprice ayo ndaisapo handini zvakawanda munozongomubata Tanisha and her friends variko kuwhatsapp kwangu. You can check my catalog. I hope you sell, girl. See how I don't pimp you now. See, so anzi Big Mike obva watongoti iwewechi chitongeta yauri kuita because inini handiziri ndakakupa the HIV yako yakabva kuchi kumunhu wako or rather kumunhu wako, because at this point hatizive tiri kuitana navanhu vangani, you know what I mean. So ndo zvakangodzona Big Mike. So eventually akatozongonotongoti you know what, pakatongoipa. Look at this baby girl. Akatozongonotongoti pakatongoipa, and then she decided to reach out to Big Mike's wife, and Big Mike's wife was like okay, cool, you know. Then they started deciding because Big Mike's wife ndakazongomudza kuti your man askudaira and ndo zviripo pandiri. So Big Mama vanga vanzwa nyema maintenance coach, she was like okay, no, let's work it out tese. So hanzi everything pertaining to the child ndinongotaura na Big Mama direct. I don't have direct communication na Big Mike, right? So they managed to work it out as a throuple, right? As a throuple, they managed to work it out, but she only talks na Big Mama. She only talks to Big Mama, right? So in any side note, I didn't get to ask the other lady, Kuti, so what's going on? Are you also HIV positive and stuff like that? You do know you can't ask someone like that. You can't ask someone to just disclose if you're not with them intimately, or if it's not job related. You can't ask that question. So I don't know what's going on. Kuti tizioti maybe in the big mic they say HIV, or maybe side and stuff like that. We don't know that now. So anyway, if you like my dolls, please patronize me. Come to my WhatsApp. I have them in my catalog, okay? Her and many of your friends Varigoku catalog Kwango, okay? Yeah. Varigo catalog Kwango, just come and holler at me. Do y'all want to see me shake mpunduru to make money? No, so come and patronize me. These are human hair blends, okay? There's a human / synthetic. It's not purely human, and it's not virgin or whatever. It's human mixed with synthetic, okay? I know my blended wigs, 900 and many more. We have prices from 450 upwards. So yeah, there's some of the good ones that we have. Just come and check out the catalog and take whatever you want, okay? So yeah, guys, that's the story. I hope you are learning bit by bit kuti varume vanoparira, and you know we've been hearing a lot of these vows confessions for us to not keep playing around, and let's just thank God kuti my guru is not that type of person. So she was saying that's a story, and she was saying you are not invincible, it's just your turn. So make sure you make use of that turn, otherwise once that turn is over, it's over for you. It's just the finale. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoy your hump day, enjoy your Wednesday. Tinokona iko live Moswe Saturday 8:15 p.m. Moswa 30 May. Go per profile or check here Apapaganzi live event and register, and then Tokona Ikoko. That being said, guys, I want to thank y'all for your support. I know some of you gonna come and say, yeah, we want the hair. I would definitely appreciate it. Yeah, so yeah, bye bye.